Yes, hi, hello. This video is an update to the Lunafilament farm that I made a video about a week ago. There have been a few recent discoveries that ultimately make the farm more efficient, and I wanted to clear a handful of things up. For starters, this farm is ideally used for early to mid-game. There are better farms in the game once you have access to unknown signal. But for those of you who are earlier in the game or are replaying this game on Lunatic difficulty, this farm should help you out quite a bit. To do this farm, you'll need to have at least reached Sector 3, the Terra Dome. You'll also need to have access to the Meteorology Sim Lab fast travel point. In order to do this farm effectively, you're going to be needing the Sticky Bombs weapon, which can also be found in Sector 3. For mods, you're going to want to have Pocket Refinery equipped, which will give you 10% more Lunafilament. Additionally, if you want to make things a bit easier, you're going to want to also equip Relay Amplifier, as this increases hacking range by 30%. Before you take the tram to the Terra Dome, I would highly recommend saving your game. Make a manual save, ideally in a different save slot, just in case the sweeper bot manages to escape. Once you're all kitted out, head on over to the Terra Dome. Once you've loaded into the Terra Dome, you're going to want to take a look at the adjacent room. There will be a sweeper bot that spawns in this room above the giant glass tube. In order to get the sweeper bot to spawn, simply walk on over to the right, past the window, and you'll see it spawn in. Once you see it spawn in, run into the room, fire 2 sticky bombs at it, complete the hack, and boom. 1,000 filament. Or 1,100 if you have Pocket Refinery equipped. You can then repeat this farm over and over and over again as many times as you'd like. Now, there are a few things that I would like to clarify. I discovered this farm on the PlayStation 5 version of the game. Since I initially discovered the farm, this game has been patched. The game is now at version 1.210.000. That said, this patch does not remove the farm. It doesn't fix anything in regards to the farm. You could still do the farm on the current patch. Additionally, as far as I'm aware, this farm occurs on all platforms. That said, there is an issue with the sweeper bot itself, where sometimes it just does not want to spawn. So if the sweeper bot isn't spawning for you, then it's entirely possible that it previously escaped, possibly even without you noticing it. That seems to kind of screw up the entire process. Now, from my experience, they do respawn if they manage to escape eventually. I'm not sure what triggers the respawn. When I was trying to get the trophy related to the sweeper bot, the only one that I knew of was in Sector 2, and that one escaped on my first attempt. Then a few hours later, well after I completed Sector 2 and defeated the boss there, I happened to be re-exploring the area and I stumbled across the sweeper bot again. I'm not sure what I did to trigger its respawn. I don't know if it's tied to in-game timer, defeating an area boss, or some other action, but something gets them to respawn. If you happen to know a specific way to get the sweeper bot to respawn, please drop a comment below so we can kind of finally have an answer for that. Additionally, from my own testing and from comments in the previous video, it seems that the sweeper bots do not respawn during unknown signal, so this farm isn't particularly useful for unknown signal, as far as I'm aware. If this video helped you out in any way, I certainly would appreciate a like. If you're feeling extra generous, maybe please consider subscribing to the channel or following the channel, depending on the platform that you're viewing this on. Anyways, take care of yourselves, stay safe, be excellent to each other, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time. Bye!